My name is John. My wife Debbie and I are the proud parents to a wonderful boy named Joseph. One of his other nicknames is the Amazing Jojo because how well he took all of his early challenges. So I got a phone call from Debbie and she said, I think there's a problem. I think my water broke. You need to come home right now. Debbie was
26 and a half weeks.
along in her pregnancy. Doctor said, you need to go to the hospital right now. We went to the hospital and they basically said,
You're not going anywhere.
yeah, you're not going anywhere. You're stuck here until the baby's going to be born. And just to hear that just blows your mind.
So the worst moment in the hospital, after you have him and they whisk him away, they have done all the tests that need to be done, and it's now when they come back and tell you, okay, here's where we're at. When you look back on it now, knowing what you know, you'll realize that it was actually okay, but what they tell you is some of the scariest things you will ever hear. You hear things like brain bleeds, the heart valve didn't shut, he's got E. coli. Meanwhile, he's hooked up to monitors and you see when his oxygen levels start to fall. It kicks in like this is huge.
Yeah, it's definitely a feeling of just helplessness.
Helpless.
Like there's nothing in your power that you can do to help this kid.
Except
it's in the hands of doctors.
Watch and wait.
Just watch and wait.
Every day.
Just
You
comfort
know?
each other and try and comfort him as much as possible.
You're automatically assigned a social worker. It really is just somebody to support you and to educate you on the programs that are out there because you would never know. And given the emotional state that you're in,
You're so vulnerable right there. And I think that's the part that we appreciated the most, how much help it gave us.
and when they explain to you the programs, it's kind of twofold because you're like, oh, wow, I didn't realize there was all that out there. But then you also want to be like, oh, my baby doesn't need any of that. He's going to be just fine. But you also realize that these programs will help you so much. And it was just nice that I didn't have to go somewhere, that I could just be in the comfort of my home and feel open to ask questions and not feel judged for being a new mom and not knowing the answers, and somebody that can help you along and say, here's some ways that you can help your baby.
Our home visitor was from Arizona Early Intervention. It was a fantastic program to get us through what we needed to get through. It gave us the comfort and it gave us the direction that we needed.
You'd never look at him and say, I bet that baby was born premature.